We all remember where we were when the final members of ZEROBASEONE were announced. Nobody expected the results. It seemed super unlikely that a contestant like Gyubin, who had received minimal screen time, would debut, or that Ricky, fueled by one of the most impressive survival show voting campaigns, would be able to secure a seat, and fourth place at that, despite production's best attempts to evil edit him. Yet somehow they both made it through, proving that talent, charm, and fan support could defy expectations. These two idols and besties would end up making it into the final group, and their presence immediately added a unique energy and dynamic that fans couldn't ignore. Without them, I think it is fair to say that ZEROBASEONE would not have become the history-making, culture-changing group that they are today. If you have seen the title of this video, then you know that today's topic is going to be about Ricky and Gyubin, and the legendary level situationship situation these two best friends have got going on. Their dynamic has been keeping fans talking since day one, and honestly, it's full of moments that are just too good to miss. So without spoiling anything, I think we should just head straight into the video. Quick note before we get started. Thank you so much to everyone who showed my Gyubin video so much support. I really enjoyed making it, and it means a lot to see so many of you enjoying it too. Please be sure to leave any other future video suggestions in the comments. Also, I am starting a new thing where if you subscribe and leave a comment saying you've subscribed along with your name, I will be giving those people a shout out in an upcoming video, so definitely do that if you'd like. Hey! Finally, as always with any ship, can also cross the line into parasocial territory, especially when fans start prying into idols' personal lives and forcing their theories onto these people. It's easy to get carried away with speculation, but at the end of the day, idols are people, and there are some lines that shouldn't be crossed. So now let's get into the video.
키랑 남자친구 여자친구 한번 할게요. 내가 코리안 커플 여기야. 여기서 자 트레디셔널을 하나 알려줄게. 뭐가? 봐봐. 여기서 이제 우리 뽀뽀하면 돼.
天视店里有说他想和你假扮，觉得你是男朋友还是女朋友？
我当然是男朋友了。
那个是男朋友。那你们？
Rick was born in Shanghai, China, and spent part of his childhood in Los Angeles, California, having moved there when he was only 10 years old. Growing up in a bilingual and multicultural environment, he naturally became fluent in English and Chinese, which later helped him navigate both international fan interactions and global interviews with ease. He has a younger sister, born in 2009, and together with their family, they reportedly raised 3 dogs, showing a softer, caring side that contrasts with his flashy image. In fact, one of the similar aspects between Ricky and Gyubin that fans quickly put together was that they both come from pretty wealthy backgrounds. Ricky, who first went viral during Boys Planet for his "young and Ricky, tall and handsome" catchphrase, attended a celebrated school in LA, was seen driving a red Ferrari as a teen, and is seen in almost exclusively luxury clothing, including some pricey watches, like a $50,000 watch he was wearing just to hang out with the other contestants on Boys Planet. It's thought that his mom owns an e-commerce fashion company, and even before debuting, Ricky reportedly had a jewelry collection worth over $100,000, with his mom herself seen wearing around $50,000 worth of Cartier bracelets, further highlighting the luxurious lifestyle that shaped his early years.
Young and rich, tall and handsome. I'm charisma boss, baby Ricky.
From an early age, Ricky showed a strong interest in the arts and sports, attending the OSHA Orange County School of Art in Irvine, Orange County. In high school, he studied fine arts, but his passion didn't stop there. He also shone in athletics. He's especially known for his love of basketball, but he has also competed in tennis junior tournaments in the US and enjoys running, something he later showcased on the Chinese variety show Keep Running. In fact, NCT's Chenle has spoken about the time when he invited Ricky and Gyubin together to play basketball with his growing idol basketball team. According to Chenle, Ricky is really talented at basketball, and Gyubin is, well, very tall. Ricky's natural talent and tall frame made him stand out even before he officially became a trainee, and his determination and competitive spirit were evident to everyone around him. Discovering K-pop, Ricky fell in love and, according to an acquaintance, he would often perform songs at school or church, impressing classmates with his dedication and stage presence. Eventually, he traveled alone to Korea and signed with Yuehua Entertainment, where he trained for 2 years and 2 months, living with the other trainees in the dorms and fully immersing himself in the rigorous daily routine of idol trainee life. During this time, he grew very close to Kim Gyubin, who was one of the only other trainees who could speak English, having gone to an English kindergarten. Because of this, they were able to get very close, especially since Gyubin had been a trainee for around 2 years already by this time, so he was able to kind of show Ricky the ropes, so to speak. For example, Gyubin once shared an anecdote that one year, while they were trainees, the dorms were empty since all the trainees had gone to their families for Korean Thanksgiving, leaving Ricky alone. Seeing his friend all by himself, Gyubin decided to stay with Ricky, and they spent their time watching horror movies like Train to Busan, laughing and joking through the scares. In fact, it was during their trainee days that Gyubin even gave Ricky his Netflix password. Ricky is a huge K-drama fan and still uses Gyubin's password today. Traveling back and forth between Korea and LA at this time, back in the States, Ricky also honed his skills at the Millennium Dance Complex in LA, one of the most famous dance studios in the world known for classes and rehearsals attended by massive names including Britney Spears, Justin Timberlake, Usher, and some K-pop names like Monsta X, NCT 127, and ATEs. Since debuting, fans affectionately call him Lovelicky, a nickname that comes from his super soft and caring personality. For example, Ricky is known for taking very good care of the staff around him, including buying even security guards food, and he often goes out of his way to make everyone feel comfortable and appreciated. Despite his superstar image, Ricky is actually super introverted and is known for not being the best at texting back, preferring meaningful in-person interactions over constant messaging. But nevertheless, Ricky has maintained close friendships within and outside of K-pop. He is good friends with N-Team's Nicholas and Meiki, GIDLE's Yuki, and fellow 2004 liner trainees, such as Evie Sungyeon and Yoonso. And he formed a close friendship with Close Your Eyes' Ma Jingxiang, who, like Ricky, comes from Shanghai. Being Ricky's best friend, Gyubin has been the one to reveal a lot of this information to fans. For example, about Ricky's caring personality, Gyubin said that, if you are confused about whether something is right or wrong, he is the first to ask questions, and he is a very just person who always acts when he thinks it is right. Ricky's visuals have also become a major talking point. In China, many fans note his resemblance to actor Dylan Wong, while in Korea, K-pop veteran and original visual Kim Jae-jung praised his striking looks and airport fashion. His style and presence have made him stand out even among top idols, and his popularity has naturally drawn attention from global brands. Ricky became the first brand ambassador for skincare lines Uniskin and Kato Kato, as well as representing Urban Decay in China, and he has consistently been invited to high-profile fashion events such as Gucci Ancora in Shanghai and Sound of Prada in Seoul, further cementing his status as a fashion-forward idol. In his solo photo shoot and interview with Teen Vogue, Ricky shared his approach to self-presentation, telling the reporter about his classic Douyin makeup style. "My mom is pretty, and she knows all the makeup stuff. I think doing makeup and hair and setting yourself perfect is part of my job, because there's always going to be fans waiting to see the best side of me."
없어요?
다른 생각.
깎을 생각 혹시 있어요? 실장님이 허락해 주셨으니까 조금만, 어차피 또 눈썹은 잘...
갑자기 더 내추럴하게
그죠?
보이는. 역시 배웠어요.
그 다음에 코...
As I mentioned, like Ricky, Kim Gyubin is also believed to be from an upper class or wealthy family and the son of a plastic surgeon, and his mother is reportedly a ballerina, having followed in her father's footsteps. Born in Apgujeong-dong, Gangnam, Seoul, aka one of the country's richest neighborhoods, Gyubin followed the so-called Apgujeong route, attending Seoul Apgujeong Elementary and Apgujeong Middle School before graduating from Apgujeong High. In school, he was known for being as popular as a celebrity. However, everyone who has spoken about these years has only funny stories to tell. At home, Gyubin grew up in a lively household with his parents, two younger brothers born in 2007 and 2008, and his youngest sibling, a sister who was born in 2010. He later attended and graduated from Apgujeong High School, all while dreaming of a career in music and performance, eventually signing with Yuehua in 2020, where he got very close with the trainees, including Ricky and Han Yujin, as well as the members of Tempest. From an early age, Gyubin stood out not only for his height, he is now the tallest member of ZEROBASEONE, but also for his bright personality. Interestingly, when he was younger, he was even scouted by YG Entertainment, but his mother, thinking it was too good to be true, discarded the business card. Even as a child, he was drawn to performing, often entertaining family and friends with his singing and dancing. On December 26, 2022, Gyubin was introduced to the public as one of Yuehua's shiny boys, and a few months later, he'd be debuting in ZEROBASEONE.
빙说 Ricky 是大帅哥. 팬들
싫어, 그건 좀 좋은 거일 것 같아.
아니 좋은 거야.
미안. 뭐라고? 리키 뭐?
Ricky 是大帅哥.
리키 是大帅哥.
그래.
뭔데?
너 중국어 잘하는데?
안 하셨다. 입덕지 팀이나 입덕 영상 몇 개만 보고 오십시오. 이건 진짜 독보적인 캐릭터예요, 진짜. 제가 거북이 등딱지만 리키한테 어필해서가지고 리키 단지 없고 있었거든요. 이거는 좀 유출하면 안 되겠다 싶어서 매달려 들어갈 텐데. 리키한테 요즘 빠졌어. 너무 재밌어. 나만 개그맨. 저랑 같은 입장이시네요. 리키 없으면 안 됩니다. 또 이거 말했다고 모니터링하고 저한테 가도 와요. 맨날 지 이미지 신경도 안 쓰면서 저한테 신경 쓴다고 뭐라 그래요.
From the very beginning of their debut, Gyubin and Ricky built a reputation for constantly teasing each other. It became one of their trademarks as members of ZEROBASEONE, a dynamic that only grew stronger during their roommate era. Fans especially remember those late-night lives where the two would hop on together, joking around, laughing, and, whether they meant to or not, starting the ship that so many
고양이요?
At night, they'd stay up making R&B music together, even pulling an all-nighter to finish a track right before filming the Melting Point music video. But what really started to turn heads was how they acted in public. There was one particular radio show moment that nearly convinced everyone. They weren't just playing around, they were flirting like. And then came the gifts. Not long after their first year, Ricky bought Gyubin a Gucci ring. Gyubin has barely taken it off since, a detail fans can't help but notice in every new live or appearance. Then, there was that iconic live, where Gyubin warned Tae about the company telling them not to come out, only to casually call Ricky his boyfriend right after. It was one of those moments that sent the fandom spiraling, especially because the two have never shied away from talking about their relationship with fans directly. The way they spoke so comfortably about each other made it feel less like an act and more like a glimpse into their real bond.
짜장면이랑 군만두랑 해주세요. 근데 짜장면에 써니사이드가 계란이 있어야 돼요. 신나는데 웃으면서 이러면서 야 뭐라고? 좀 심지어 그걸 시켜줬어요. 어디서 찾아가지고 뭐 주지? 아 근데 뭘 줘도 안 써가지고 고기나 사주려고요. 내가 쓴다 이랬는데 써 이러길래 내가 준 건데 내가 쓴다고 해서 주면 어떡하냐 이랬는데 아니 너 쓰라니까 이랬는데 안 쓰더라고요. 그래서
Apologize first. Who say sorry first?
me.
Touring only added fuel to the fire. On stage and backstage alike, their chemistry was impossible to miss, with fans often pointing out how they seemed to gravitate toward each other, no matter where they were. Gyubin even bragged multiple times that he's the person in Korea who knows Ricky best. A bold claim, but one he seems to back up effortlessly with little details only a close friend would notice.
후대가 우리 리키가 집 다녀와서 가져온 듭니다. 미국 쪽에 더 있을 수 있어요.
And in Los Angeles, Ricky took things one step further, inviting Gyubin to meet his mom. But things took a turn, and in the end, the two went out for a meal together, racking up a $300 tab. Ironically, that night Ricky's card stopped working, so despite wanting to be the one to spoil Gyubin, Gyubin ended up paying, something he teased about later in a now iconic Even after their roommate era ended, nothing about their dynamic really changed. If anything, their flirting at fan signings has only become more obvious, with Gyubin and Ricky exchanging looks and comments that fans catch on camera every single time. It's the kind of easy, natural chemistry that doesn't feel forced, which is probably why fans are so quick to pick up on it. And just when people thought the ship might quiet down, they brought it roaring back during their recent album promotions, reminding everyone that their connection is still as strong as ever. It's clear that no matter how much time passes, their bond, and their playful back and forth, isn't going anywhere.
리키야, 저기 봐봐.
넌 무슨 미션이야?
얘 뽀뽀 한번 해줘. 너무 낭만적이지 않아? 너무 낭만적이지 않아?
아,
폐하 끝나 너가.
미쳤냐?
뭐야?
그만.
너무 낭만적이지 않아? 아이고.
파이팅.
너무 낭만적이지 않아, 리키야?
아, 리키랑 커플 팬티 샀습니다.
오, 맞아요.
And that's it for today's deep dive into Gyubin and Ricky's legendary ZEROBASEONE situationship. Honestly, I could talk about these two all day, but I think you get the picture. If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to give it a like, and of course, leave a comment letting me know your favorite Gyubin and Ricky moment. And remember, if you subscribe and leave a comment with your name saying you've subscribed, you might just get a shout out in my next video, so don't miss your chance. As always, keep it fun, keep it respectful, and enjoy the ships without crossing any lines. After all, these idols are people too, and their happiness matters just as much as our entertainment. Thanks so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.